Today I'm going to show how I added sashing onto the Hidden Wells quilt block. So this is what it's going to look like. There's long strips and then these shorter strips. Here I show cutting them out. The shorter strips are going to be the same width as the strips in the block, so 2.5 inches and then 10 inches long. And then the longer strips for each row are going to be the length of the row, but just have them sticking out a little bit if you need that extra space. So here I'm showing the shorter strips, just sewing them on right sides together. And then you are going to iron them with the seams facing towards the strips. And then what you do is you just fold over your next block right sides together in line with the white strip for the border and then sew it on. And then you just continue down the line until all your pieces are sewed together. Here I show each row that I'm doing the same thing for. Now we take the long strips that are the length, and then we're going to fold it over right sides together. And then what I will do is start pinning them down, and you're just going to sew along the entire strip. It's quite a lot of sewing, so just take your time with this. And then you do the same thing as we did before, iron them out facing towards the borders. And then I do the next row. It's pretty simple, just folding over again. And then the only thing to keep in mind is once you start adding this next row of blocks, try and make sure that all of your white lines are lined up as best as possible. And here we have the finished product.